Time now, 6:12 on this Wednesday morning. I am joined by Eastman, fresh off a very close victory in the second congressional district. You are the Democratic nominee. Congratulations. Hard-fought victory for you. You're up against Brad Ashford. As a lot of people know, that's a well-known political name in this town. How did you run your campaign to make your name known?
Well, thank you. Yeah. And fresh is probably a lofty word, but we knocked on a lot of doors, over 60,000 doors in the district. We had a very strong field team, people who were really passionate about my candidacy, but also the message of the campaign, which was a strong positive message. But I do believe that that grassroots strategy of just going out and talking to voters and asking them what their concerns are and what they're looking for in a representative is what worked.
Yeah, you got your name out there now. People, we were joking in the break, now know the name Eastman. And you move on to challenge incumbent Don Bacon. Talk about this grassroots effort. You had to get your name out there, but there was also a major reason you even chose to put your name on the ballot. Kind of talk about your reasoning behind that.
Sure. Well, originally when I decided to run it, I decided because of my mom and my mom's health care bills, and in particular her prescription drugs. There was a pill that her doctor had prescribed to her that was $2,500. My mom had been diagnosed with cancer 5 times. And without that pill that she couldn't afford to take, she wasn't able to leave the house until about 8 months ago before she passed away. But this has obviously evolved into something a lot more than about my mom. I've been working in nonprofit and social service my whole career, and I'm tired of seeing people struggle. And prescription drugs are one of those areas where I hear every day on the campaign trail people talking about whatever prescription they have and that they can't afford them. And it means that they're not able to get the health care that they need.
There's some excitement behind your campaign right now, not just, I'd say, with the Democratic Party, but with the women in general. Your mom's a woman, so it's making your mother proud right now. Kind of talk about this excitement and kind of, do you think that gave you a boost over Brad Ashford to win?
I think that right now women are performing well and people are looking for women in positions of leadership. There are only about 106 women in the Senate and Congress, and so we are obviously underrepresented. But I think this is more about being just a woman. I think this is about being qualified and having experience, and also that drive. I'm doing this because I'm passionate about healthcare, education, the environment, the economy. I'm doing this because I feel a sense of desperation right now for our country, and in particular our kids. And so I'm also doing this, not just doing this for a job. I have a job that I love, but I really do think that I can get into Congress and make changes that are going to actually help people in our district, and I'm ready to fight for them. And
as we wrap up here, you had a hard battle against Brad Ashford, but the work has just begun. You have incumbent Don Bacon, and this is usually a district that votes more towards Republican until years when Ashford was elected. What is the biggest thing you need to do to win that seat?
Well, we will continue our grassroots strategy of just going out and talking to voters and listening to them. And one of the things that we know is that turnout should be up. That's what we're seeing. But also just going out and talking to people about the messages of the campaign, talking about healthcare, talking about education and student loans, and talking about how people are struggling because wages are too low or they're having to work 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet.
Well, congratulations again, and get some sleep. I know you're running on no sleep. We're going to head over to Ryan now. He's actually got a great forecast for us. Ryan, how are things looking out there?